we were banned for like almost 2 months. Like, so I don't know.
Well, time has been flying.
Time has been flying. This is not wrong. Told you, today's Tuesday. Huh. Well, you didn't go to jiu-jitsu this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks, Liz.
You're welcome.
Got the spot all ready.
Look at me go.
Look at you go. Vinny failed me when him and I did a live the other day. He just like stood there and looked at me. This is a failure.
It's not good enough?
Absolutely, that's a failure. There you go.
Try that. I was
That'll
trying
work.
not to push it back all the way so I didn't have to. The scooting it back forward part is hard.
Okay, well, it's worth it.
For you to have your perch.
That's right. I gotta have a perch.
All right.
Good freaking morning. You know, one of the cool things about being on our
Normal
real
Facebook page.
Facebook page, our normal Facebook page, is that we have more people that can tune in and watch.
And people are getting notifications now, apparently.
Yes. Oh, hopefully that continues to
Ooh,
happen.
I wonder.
So,
So, what are we talking about?
what are you doing?
I'm looking to see if I got a notification. I did not.
No. I didn't.
That is such. Oh.
Well, there's my face. Anyway, it's very weird. Turn it off.
No. More people's.
Good morning. Welcome to the range. And what are we talking about today? Oh, we're talking about Lady Sentinel. So, what is it? Who is it? And all that jazz. So, why don't you tell us what are you doing?
I was just psychoanalyzing myself.
Why?
Danger. Because I want to talk about it, but at the same time, I'm so excited about it and I'm so proud of it. I also hate talking about it at the same time because I feel like it's.
You feel like you're
bragging
on
yes.
yourself or something?
No, but it's just, I don't know. It's freaking awesome.
It is awesome, which is, so it's not bragging, it's just, we're just explaining the awesomeness of the group.
Yeah.
And what it is. And it's why I put in here, who is it? Because it's not just a group, right? At least in my mind, and hopefully in yours. I'm pretty sure in yours. But so why don't you, for those of you that don't know, because we were just having a discussion before we went live, like, we don't even know if we've talked about Lady Sentinel on this Facebook page because of us getting banned and not having an avenue or not having a way to post or go live on this Facebook page. So we don't really even know if we've talked about it here. So some of you may not even really know what it is. So let's start there.
Okay.
What is it?
So I kind of want to start like why the idea came about, and it's
Okay.
not some brand. There's a much bigger picture to Lady Sentinel that we'll get into, but the very concept of a women's shooting group at a shooting range is nothing new. But what I started seeing and I was being asked was at the end of women only classes, at the end of our girls just want to have guns.
Cindy, good morning.
Hi, Cindy. Ladies were exchanging numbers and they were trying to. Hi, Kim. Oh. Just make me cry. Stuff. Anyway,
We're gonna
Kim,
we're gonna try to make Kim cry this
and
morning.
look, Kelsey says I can't see. It says so close connection. So with everybody exchanging numbers. Good morning, Kelsey. And wanting to come back and shoot together. That was part of building the community. I said, okay, what if we built a group to where we all could talk to each other and, hey, do you want to go shoot today? Yeah, let's go. Or I want to go take this class. You want to come with me? Because a lot of ladies were wanting to take classes together. So they would end one class, exchange numbers, like, okay, when are you going to take the next class? And so they would come back again. Cindy's one of them. Cindy, you have brought other ladies in here, and that you were a big part of the
Can I interrupt for just 1 second?
Yeah.
So, interesting, for again, for those of you that may or may not know, when we teach a basic pistol class, we say it lasts up to 5 hours. They're typically 4-ish, 4.5, something like that. And when we started doing these women-only basic pistol classes, they were like, at 5 hours, they were getting back to the classroom. And then they were still hanging out in the classroom and talking and doing all the stuff Liz was just talking about. So Liz would come back from class and she's like, that was just so cool because these ladies didn't know each other and they're in there exchanging numbers and they're doing all this thing. And that's where all this came from. So a class that we would normally, at 4.5 hours, everybody's gone and away, the ladies weren't leaving. They were sticking around. They were having all these big conversations and becoming friends and experiencing something together, and it was kind of cool. And then the conversations started. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's a really good point. And then the other, hi Sissy, hey Jojo. The other part of it was not only did they want to come back and shoot guns, but they wanted to go do other things too. And they wanted to, like this was so cool. One of the ladies' classes a few weeks ago, there was a lady in there that practices yoga, and she's a yoga teacher. And when I learned this, I started to try to relate some of the gun stuff to yoga, so that way they can, and there was a couple other ladies that did yoga as well, so they can relate to it, to something they already know. And then I also learned, because then we started talking about some of the things that I'm trying to accomplish in yoga, and she's like, well, you could try this, this, and this. And so she started teaching me in the middle of class, and it was awesome, and it made me realize that, I do yoga at home in my spare time, and I haven't gone to seek professional help for it yet, but in that moment, we were able to have that conversation of, okay, here's some advice to help you grow in this way, and our group is full of that. Our group is full of ladies that specialize and do all kinds of different things. We have a lady in our group that makes prescription shooting glasses. We have another lady that runs a big organization for teens to learn leadership skills. And it's like a small chamber of commerce where it all started with guns, and we're progressing on to other things, other self-defense concepts, other just life, growing, learning. Learning is freaking hard. It is so hard, and it is so hard to overcome your ego and to accept the challenge, to lean into the challenge, to keep going, and that determination is huge. And we are guardians in our families, and that's what Sentinel is. That's Lady Sentinel. We're guardians, and we want to develop the power to actually be a guardian, not just say, well, I'm a woman, hear me roar. Like it has to have some weight behind it, and you need to make yourself capable of that. So that's where it all starts, and we can go so many places. We just signed up our 105th member.
So let's,
105.
before we go there, let's back up a little bit. Okay? So we start here at the beginning, like these are ideas, like, hey, these ladies enjoy this stuff, they're having fun, we can see the need for a community. So we start having discussions, and we're like, why don't we try to just start, like she said, the Miss Peggy, good morning. We missed a whole bunch of good mornings.
I know.
So let's go through
Okay,
it real
let's do
quick.
it real
So
quick.
Karen, good morning. Cindy, we said hi to you, but we'll say hi. Gordon, Cindy again. Jordan, you said hi. Monroe, good morning. Samantha, good morning. Kelsey.
It's so nice having everybody back.
Heck yeah. So we start having conversations about this. Like she said, there's the women's group is not a new thing. It's not a novel idea that we just had this epiphany, like we should have a women's group here. But we saw the need for it here. And there's organizations out there, great organizations and all that, but we're like, why don't we try to do our own thing and just see what happens? So we kind of like picked a day. Like we're just going to have a day and say this is a day that we're going to talk about a thing. We didn't even know what the thing was going to be yet. We had some general ideas. Again, lights are flickering. It's very strange. If we lose you, sorry. We said, hey, this date, we're going to invite everybody out. How many people freaking showed up?
Over 130.
Yeah. We were hoping.
Women, just women.
We were hoping for like 20, 30 show up, and we had over 130 women in here. It was awesome. Out of that very, very first 130 person group setting of, hey, this is just an idea that we've got. Where are you going?
I'm getting emotional. Leave me alone. I have feelings at the range.
we thought, okay, well, if we could have a handful of people sign up for this thing, we have 5 or 6 people sign up out of the 20 or 30 that show up, that'd be great. We had 130 women show up and 80 something
that signed up that night.
80 something ladies sign up that you just come in here. 80 something women sign up that night. So our group went from 0 people to 80 something people,
Just like that.
And it was freaking cool. And that was 2 months ago, maybe.
Yeah. April.
Three months ago, whatever that is. However many months ago April was, and now we're over 100. You just said what?
105.
105 women in this group already.
And they show up too.
Yeah.
We have 3 meetings a month, and the ladies get an option to choose from one of the 3 meetings. They were signing up for all of them. It was freaking awesome, but we had to like put kind of a cap on it to make sure that new members had a thing to sign up for.
So I want to start off by saying we have 3 meetings a month. We thought we were going to have 1. Mm-hmm. Like we were going to have 1 a month, and maybe occasionally do a second one in a month, like do 1 during the week and 1 on a weekend or something. And so we like, okay, well, we got to do at least 2, and we tried to do 2 a month, and it was filled up, gone super fast. So we're like, okay, well, we're going to do 3 a month. Will we have to do more than that at some point? Maybe. Okay, let's try to accomplish that and see what happens. But I gotta see what Kelsey says. I'm so proud of you for building this amazing group. Visualize, internalize, actualize. I like it. See it, believe it, achieve it. You have an idea, you believed in it, executed it. Love it. Kelsey, you're so sweet.
She is.
And it's so funny because I tell Kelsey all the time, like when she's standing next to me, she looks like she just wants to kick me in the face.
Careful.
Like, and she would. I mean, if you know Kelsey, she'd be like, okay, and she would just kick me in the face. But yeah,
be awesome.
Peggy says, "Don't be a bossy boss." Too late. Kent, you have a great day also. So that's what the group is, but who is the group?
Who is the group? It's us. It's us. It's a family. It's not. I ask for their help just as much as I give help. I learn so much from every single one of them, and I truly do. If you're ever in a class and an instructor says that this is a dumb question or this or whatever, they're wrong, because even if it's the most simple basic question, how do you spell gun? It enlightens the instructor, the trainer, the coach to know where your students are at, and it allows you to give individualized support. So the moment that I start running this as my group, I lose everybody, because it's about you. It's about us. It's about, I need your help to grow too. I've been working on freaking handstands, and I posted a video in our group of me trying to kick my legs up in the air, and it was pretty terrible. But what I got from everybody was like, hey, that's a really awesome start. Try this. And like, those are the ways that you get better. I'm getting support for someone else that knows more about what I'm trying to accomplish. And I need that too. I want to surround myself with people that empower me to grow, and I want to do the same thing for other people too. So
But I think that shows.
I love it.
I think that it shows.
I'm selfish in that way. I do want your help, and I do appreciate you guys, helping me learn how to teach better, how to be a better friend, how to be a better leader. It's a better parent, a better wife, a better friend, everything. It's so many different ways.
Kelsey says, sometimes I do want to kick you in the face. but only because it's fun. That's your aunt, right, Barb?
Yep.
Lizzie rocks. I can't wait to attend one of your meetings.
Grant Snarby.
What is that?
That's what my kids, because she's the great aunt and her name's Barbie, so Grant Snarby.
Ryan wants to see a handstand.
I don't have a cushion.
I can't.
God,
you really want to do it?
I do.
Yeah, that would be bad. Let's not
Peggy's
do
gonna
that
pay to watch
on the concrete floor. So,
once I get it down, I'm working on it.
So who should be in this group?
But
Who should be in the Ladies Sentinel group?
women that are open-minded and willing to learn and willing to help, and you don't even have to shoot guns. You don't have to. You can come and hang out in our meetings and learn stuff. We don't cover just gun stuff. And we also branch out a little bit into the gun world. Maybe, in October, we're going to be playing with rifles a little bit. So
What else are we got? Is it this month also that we're doing the competition thing?
Yep. Yes. So we did a competition for Lady Sentinel, and we worked with the match director and some of the other competition guys here to get this set up. Joe was the one that came and asked me about it. He's like, "Hey, do you think the ladies in Lady Sentinel would be interested in doing a little match, a little competition?" I'm like, "Probably." It's like, let's do it and see what happens.
See what happens.
So we scheduled one. It's a Wednesday evening, 2-hour thing. It's outside of our normal meetings. It's an additional one. So it's a fourth meeting for just Lady Sentinel members. It's sold out in under 2 hours. Yeah. I'm trying to remember. There was another one that sold out really fast too. There was one of them that was like 5 hours. The other one was 2 hours. Just like that, 20 spots, boop, gone. And then I was getting emails like, "Are you going to do this again? Are you going to do this again?" Yes, this is a trial one now. So we're gonna see how that goes and get them a little interest into the competitive world. We can go as slow as you need to. You're gonna have a range officer walking with you through barrels and addressing different targets and using cover and things like that. And you get to move with your gun. That's not something you typically get to do in an indoor range unless you take a class or something. So. This will be their first exposure for a lot of them. And then there's a few of them in the group that have already been doing competitions. And they're going to be incredibly valuable assets to the other ladies in the group that need that little boost of confidence. Because it's intimidating. And I know a couple of you ladies have done this many times before, and you'll be very valuable to help. So even myself, I've only won one true match. So I will be learning right alongside with you. And I don't want anybody to ever forget that I want to learn too. So please, if you're teach me stuff too. I like to learn. So yeah, that one filled up. September we released what we're doing for September. We're doing medical stuff. So we're actually going to have Vinny come in and teach us how to build an IFAC, an individual first aid kit. So that'll be pretty awesome too. That's a lot of incredible knowledge that we should just have as general humans. Doesn't have to do anything with the gun. So that'll be good too. So September's medical, October's rifles and zombies. Because Halloween, I know, he rolled his eyes about it.
Yes.
I don't care.
Kelsey says, "I'm stoked for the intro to competition." Gosh dang, Facebook, there we go. Intro to competition, but still a bit nervous. Nervous is totally okay.
Yeah.
And that's what's cool about it. Be nervous about it. And you get the nerves beforehand, and then after you get through the course the first time, you're going to have exhilaration. It's going to be awesome.
Just vomit on your sweater already.
Get out of here.
Mom's spaghetti.
You guys.
Kelsey said, "Palms sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy." ... Competition. Me and Vinny do this all the time in class when we start talking about the jitters of, shooting and stuff. We start talking about your palms get sweaty, your knees weak, arms are heavy, and then you got to roll right into the Eminem song. So
you don't.
You do.
You don't get it.
We'll have to teach you the lyrics.
Great. Peggy, we will do that. He's off today, so we won't see him today. But
good morning, Elizabeth.
Miss Elizabeth, good morning.
It's weird saying my own name. What else?
Damn it, I had something else I was going to ask about Lady Sentinel. How? So let's talk about how. Because again, we don't even know, and we don't know if we've talked about this before, but if somebody wants to sign up for it, how? Can they share it with family and friends? Can other people come that aren't members? How does the logistics of the group work?
So you can attend one meeting for free, just to kind of check it out and see if it's something of interest to you. You would still need to sign up. We have a sign-up link and everything that we can send you if you email training. I'm working on an FAQ and everything that will have that link on our website, therangestl.com, and then you can choose Lady Sentinel at the top. There's some FAQs. There should be a link to sign up for classes. I'll double check that in a little bit. But You can also sign up for the membership, which is $50 a year, and that allows you to come to one meeting a month. You get the options of the 3. And if you want to bring a friend with you, again, that would just be that guest, that free guest. But if they want to sign up, then they can sign up and then have the option to sign up for whatever classes they want. It's all on our website for right now. We're working on, building another website for just Lady Sentinel. We also have a Facebook group, a public one. It's facebook.com/range STLwomen. That's a public page. That's pretty much where most of the content is. I try to post on there, little things that I don't know, upcoming things or
after this
videos. Or
after this live, why don't we pin the public page in the comments? So we'll do that. If you come back and check out the video after we're not live, one of us will pin that public group in the comments up at the top.
Yeah. We also have a private members only page where I'll share resources and pictures and things from the meetings. I try not to post pictures from the meetings very publicly just because there's, several people in there that don't want to put their stuff out on the full internet. So we try to keep most of our pictures there, and we have some resources as well. Every meeting that we have, we spend about an hour in the classroom to go over a certain topic. And I've created a pretty short PowerPoint for each one of those, but with some basic bullet points of what we covered. We went through malfunctions, we did situational awareness, we did basic range safety and etiquette, and each one of those have like a little slideshow that kind of outlines some bullet points for everybody to follow up on. So that's all available for our members. We also have a YouTube channel. As you know, I like to run my mouth, so I like to talk at the camera about whatever comes to my brain and process it out loud. So sometimes it might be, paying attention to something or making good decisions, or there's a couple shooting videos on there. So I'll be working on creating more stuff. It's new. I think that's
what
about
about
it for
you started you already briefly talked about this, but about women being able to share resources, if you will, like, hey, this is what I do, kind of a mini chamber of commerce. We're not trying to like bombard something, like we don't want to turn it into a chamber of commerce.
Sure.
We're not trying to turn it into that, but we want people to, it's always nice to be able to do business if you want to do business with somebody that's like-minded, that thinks the way you do, that has similar values to you. You can't always do that, but if you have the option to and you can support somebody else, why not? So you've kind of started down that road a little bit to allow people a resource for sharing resources.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we did was create a Rolodex of sorts, if you know what a Rolodex is from way back when, but allow people to fill out a Google form that explains the business that they either work for or they run or whatever services or products they offer, and the resources are available to all the members. They're not available to just anybody, but those resources are available for members, and we don't allow posting and stuff in social media or anything about it, but if anybody wants to go seek out resources, we have a collection of our members that choose to share their information.
Sure.
Some of us will share our personal contact information. One of our members is one of my neighbors. We didn't know this until she showed up, and I was like, hey, your street looks familiar. She lives right down the street from me. So we exchange phone numbers, and maybe we'll go for a walk one morning. One of our members goes to Gracie now too, so we shared numbers, and she's going to come try out my gun this week. So we also have that option as well to share each other's numbers if you want to. It's totally up to you. We have another lady that she's got I'm hesitant to say it, but she did not want her information shared in all kinds of ways. So she's a fairly private person, and we respect that. So whatever capacity you want to be involved, that's up to you.
Yeah.
And you have the resources available to you if you want them, and you can share them if you want them. So it's up to you.
So when you have the meeting, if ladies want to go down and shoot, so you do the meeting first, then you go down to the range, private bay. What's it cost them to go shoot?
$5 to go shoot unless you're a member of the range, not just a member of Lady Sentinel. You have a membership to Lady Sentinel to come to the meets and to have access to that private bay time. If you're a member of the range, then the range fee is, you don't have a $5 fee. If it's a Wednesday, you also get that waived because it's Ladies' Day. And so after we have our meeting, we'll go downstairs, and almost every meeting, 80% of the women have shot.
Yeah.
And that kind of
I think
surprises
even more
me.
than that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
I was being safe.
high.
Yeah,
it's high, and again, it wasn't something we expected. And I think sometimes you get the ladies that show up that really want to shoot, but they're on a time crunch that day and only have the hour and got to run. I think it's best if you only have an hour to come for the class. I think, I hate to say you get more value out of that, but it's
teaching.
It's teaching. Yeah. It's a share of knowledge. And so, speaking of teaching, is Alicia or Alicia?
Alicia.
Alicia. Okay.
Yeah.
So Alicia, I love the women's group. So great to be able to work on our skills. And Elizabeth is a fantastic teacher and coach. So coach, I think, is the bigger.
That word means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Because I just don't want to talk at you.
Yeah.
I want to be next to you and help you. I want to be your coach, not just your teacher.
That's awesome. So I have to confess a little something. So I asked some of the Lady Sentinel members to come on here this morning and
I was wondering, they're all
and brag about you a little bit.
Oh my God.
So some of them couldn't be on, but they sent me emails.
Get the heck out of here.
So I just want to read a couple that I got.
I was wondering why you were so excited to talk about Lady Sentinel this morning.
So, all right.
You're really going to get me crying, aren't you?
I'm going to try. Elizabeth is you don't get to look at it. Elizabeth is wow. Elizabeth, why is your name so damn difficult?
Just call me Lizzie.
Lizzie is fantastic. And I'm so very glad the rain set up Lady Sentinel and that Elizabeth is heading it up. I would not be shooting as much as I am if I didn't have this. Lizzie is an amazing instructor, passionate, as well as patient, which is so important in this field. I appreciate that she is always learning new things and to challenge herself and to pass it on to us. I could go on and on. Perhaps the fact that I keep coming back and recommending her to others for training speaks for itself. No feelings at the range, Liz.
Nope. Gone. Stone cold.
I've known Liz for many years, since she was a teenager. I went to her a few years back because I was nervous and anxious about even holding a firearm. Not unusual, right? We see that a lot. Totally okay. Her approach is perfect. She is calm, reassuring, and so supportive. I remember my first session with her, it took me almost 5 minutes before I would even pull the trigger. She stood by me the whole time, gave me direction and support. The group allows me to continue my growth and gain more confidence. The topics are relevant, and we can learn in a supportive and educational environment. This has also allowed me to see her shine and and for her to spread her knowledge and power. She's such a great leader and person. I'm so happy that I have joined her on this journey. And then she continues on. Can't wait to celebrate. Oh no, sorry, there's another one. Can't wait to celebrate this remarkable woman with her vision that can potentially make a profound change in the lives of many women. So that was just a couple, and you've already made changes.
You guys.
Whew, man, that almost got me too. Not going to do that.
I can't tell you how much that. I mean, it's probably pretty visible how much that means to me, but my life was very full, and almost every time you guys email me or call me or talk to me, you're so grateful, and I love you guys. Thank you.
The group's awesome. If you haven't figured that out yet, so if you're not a member, or you know a lady that's interested in shooting, and really not just shooting. I mean, that's what's important to understand here with any of our classes, or especially this group. It's not just about that tool, right? It's so much more. Quick slinking out of the.
Trying to keep my eyes off.
It's much bigger than that, and we want to help with that journey however we can. So if you're a woman and you're brand new to shooting, or you're highly experienced, travel the planet, shooting competitions all over the place, it's the right spot for you. We want you to come in and be part of that group, be part of that community. So come in and check it out. If you're not already a member, bring somebody else. If you are a member, sometime to check it out. And let's continue that. All right. Can you read what your sister says?
She said, my sissy, I love you. You tell me I inspire you to do scary things, but really I think we inspire each other. I wouldn't have done any of the scary things I've done without your support and inspiration. I tell people all the time, my sister is, I'm a big scaredy cat. I'm a total scaredy cat. And she always will empower me to do something scary. Like, the one that I'll never forget is doing a dang front flip at the trampoline park. Was that the time that we all went?
Yeah, I was there.
I watched her do it a couple times, and she's like, come on, you got it. And I did it. And I'll never forget that day. And there's so many other things that you lead me down the path. Kelsey, you're another prime example of this. You kick my butt in workouts, and you tell me to just keep going, and it's such powerful. You're the reason why I'm in jiu-jitsu, and I've been doing it for almost 4 years. Like, you guys have
exactly
such,
what this group is.
Yes, and you
That's
do
what
so
ladies
much for me. It's awesome.
Is this shared growth, this bolstering of each other. You build these little blocks off of each other and just do nothing but go up. It's pretty cool. Well, that's all we got for today.
Well, you guys, it's about all I got to say about that.
So, anyway, I don't really have much else. That's
oh,
it.
we got to talk about Gracie.
Oh, yeah. One of the things we're going to talk about, upcoming event, lady event that we have coming up. Not just Lady Sentinel, but I'm sure they'll probably fill it up.
Oh, yeah.
Dates. Tell me dates.
Oh, I guess I should look.
Yeah.
I think it's August.
Gordon
30th.
asked about Red Dot class. So, yes, Red Dot class. I talked about it last week. I don't know the dates off the top of my head, but it's officially out there. We just don't have it on our website yet. Charles is on vacation. Charles is back today. I'm going to bombard him with all sorts of stuff. I don't know when that page will be up to be able to sign up for it. You can come in the store, or if you shoot me an email, Gordon, I can send you the dates of when they are. It's a great class. It really is a great class.
Super excited about that one.
Yeah, we'll have lots of fun with that.
That lets us nerd out on the fine details, because you get to use the dot for diagnosing, and that's a whole nother level of shooting. It's super awesome.
Yeah, so once it's officially official and we have a website, or we have it on our website and all that stuff, we'll talk about it more here on a live one time, I'm sure.
Yeah. Kelsey says, building each other up. When I see you succeed, it makes me feel successful too. And back at you.
Yeah.
Back at you. You're a freaking machine at the gym and just working out and fighting and all that stuff. And that's such a different realm for me. And I truly looked at you for empowerment to go that direction. And that helped a lot. So, yeah, freaking back at you. So the Gracie self-defense workshop that we do with them it was pretty much a quarterly basis for a while, but summertime vacations and everything made it a little tricky. But we've got one scheduled for August 30th. It's a Friday from 6 to 8. It's at Gracie Baja over on Manchester Road in a little plaza with Hobby Lobby. We'll be sending out an email to everybody. We'll probably put it up for everybody to see it, men and ladies, but we'll also specifically send it to ladies.
Yeah, so that is a ladies only event. We do need to work on one for guys. It'd be interesting to see what the turnout is.
Yeah.
Because guys are going to think they already know it all. And I'd love to have somebody come out and watch.
I think it would be great exposure for all kinds of reasons. The partnership with Gracie and just the whole combatives world. Self-defense is more than just the gun. It's to understand the realization of, everything before or after or during a gunfight is that fills in that gap a huge amount. And it's good for you. And I can't say enough good things about it. But then the exposure for both us and Gracie to have people from both places and to build that bigger community is huge too. So a lot of the ladies that come here are starting to go over to Gracie and vice versa, and it's pretty cool.
It was really cool when I saw the Lady Sentinel member at Gracie last week.
Oh, and I wasn't there. I was so sad.
And it was funny because she walked in, and of course it's it's kind of like a girl at a gun range. Like it's a little unusual. And so she walked in, and I looked over to the double take, and I was like, wait a second, I know her. That's really cool. Shit, what's her name? But then I remembered her name, which is very unusual for me. And she's like, Phil, right? And that's awesome.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that was like, I don't want to do this because it would be really weird, but I want to go up and just give her a hug and be like, oh, it's so good to see you here. Just because we often don't get that crossover of people that realize the importance of a skill like that. It's really cool to see. And this Gracie workshop that we do with them, this women's only workshop, is in hopes. She came to one of these, and it's in hopes that women, in this case, will realize that this is something that I can do. Oh, what did Coach say this morning?
So valuable.
He said something along the lines of, because it's common to say jiu-jitsu's for everybody. He said jiu-jitsu's not for everybody.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't remember exactly what he said, but he said it's jiu-jitsu's for the people that want to put in the work.
Yeah.
That's who it's really for. It's not a magic thing where I just boop and you fall down and whatever. It's hard work, and it's frustrating as hell.
But it's so, when we were walking out this morning, I was like, God, it feels so good to go and fight for your life in the morning and walk out and face the rest of the day. It's like, I can conquer anything. It's liberating. I didn't even get a submission, but it doesn't matter. It's just like you survived. So, hey, you're refraining from reading the next comment from my sister. Thank you, Phil, for taking time to get blistered.
You're most welcome.
No,
Jordan.
it's just thanking you because that meant a lot.
You don't have, well, you're welcome. But it really isn't about giving you recognition, right?
Well, that's what I felt.
Yeah,
and
it is because it's hard work, but that's not the point of this. The point of this is really to the recognition comes from those little building blocks that seeing comments from different women on here about what it means to them, reading those emails about what it means to them. That's real recognition, and it's awesome. You're okay. You're okay. We'll keep you around for a little while longer.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. All right. Well, that does it for us. 1403 Manchester Road, beautiful Baldwin, Missouri. It's going to be hot and nasty outside. It's going to be nice and cool inside. We got cool stuff to look at, cool stuff to buy, cool stuff to shoot. So come on in, hang out with us. If you want to know more about Lady Sentinel, email training, probably the best way.
Yeah.
Email training@therangeSTL.com. Come in here, pick her brain about it. Whatever you got, ask away. As always, you guys are freaking awesome. Keep being awesome. Stay safe. Be nice to one another. We'll catch you soon. Later.
Toodles.